if you don't think that it's something you need to do, please just ignore it, walk past it and go to the next thought. Greetings guys, Si here and welcome back to Projectleft. Well, what a busy week I've had. All the usual coaching commitments, plus I've managed to play 3 times, including once around Woburn, which I was so excited about. And it's kind of provoked a lot of kind of thoughts and feelings about where I'm going to be going with this new season of Projectleft, and with that a lot of swing thoughts. Now obviously playing 2 times in early morning club, Tuesday and Thursday, was 9 holes, 5:30 in the morning, feeling very, very sleepy. Trying to work on some bits and pieces ahead of my trip to Woburn. Again, it's all about that driving for me. I feel like I'm putting really nicely. I feel like my chipping and pitching is excellent. I feel like my bunker play is coming along. I feel like my approaches to the greens are getting better. But I'm just not putting myself in enough chances off the tee to reach those greens, which is what I need to do in order to make more pars and get that handicap down. So I've really been trying to work on some feelings. I managed to sneak a little bit of a practice down on the launch monitor, and I figured out that actually my club path is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my club path with my driver. I swing it pretty neutral, slightly into out if anything, but pretty neutral. My issue, which has been the issue for a long time now, is strike and also face control. I feel like sometimes when I get the swing in a really good position, I hit the middle of the club face, but the club is pointing nowhere near straight. And other times when I do present a fairly straight club face, I'm hitting it all over the place. Lots of tops, lots of heel shots, lots of high toes off to the left there. Really inconsistent with the striking and also with the direction of the club face. So I've been working on some bits and pieces on wrist angles and forearms, and I want to go into that in a little bit more detail. But first of all, let's have a look at Woburn. We played the Duke's course. I was invited by one of my members, who in turn was invited by 2 of his clients. It was a fantastic day out. We had a 4-ball match. It came right down to the wire. So I've put together a little montage. Have a little watch. I'll see you in a minute.
Something, who knows if I can find a track that could lead me back to those days when we were happy. We said we would never give up. I feel so lost and confused. Tell me why we have to hit the ground when it's easier to fly.
Ooh. No! Same. All day long.
All day. So yes, an excellent day out at Woburn. The Duke's course looked fantastic. Some of those shots on camera just looked superb. The match was even, all square, really worked out nicely, that one, and hopefully we can have a rematch with the guys, Sean and Michael, very soon. So to those swing thoughts. Now the swing thoughts for me are really about not allowing that club face to open in my backswing or in transition, which leads to that really open pointing left club face at impact. So I've been working really hard on trying to keep my hands nice and neutral, the back of my right hand pointing towards the target as I take the club away, and it has definitely led to more straighter golf shots. I am struggling with strike when I do this because I think changing one parameter means that I'm then also having to relearn where the centre of the club face is as I swing it around my body, but hopefully this is working in the right direction. Now this is just one swing thought, and I'm being really specific just to think of that one swing thought. Remember, I've got my breathing routine that I've already implemented from last season. That continues. I'm also continuing to try and hover every single club before I take it away, something I really want to do as part of this left-handed journey, because I think it does smooth out takeaways, and it's something that I definitely didn't learn right-handed, and I kind of wish I knew and did. So I'm definitely implementing that. And now just that swing thought of feeling that right wrist back of the right hand pointing at the golf ball a little bit longer as I take the club away. Now that's just one swing thought. Oftentimes as golfers we get lots and lots of swing thoughts, and they're swing thoughts we've had in our past, swing thoughts we've had now, and swing thoughts we feel that we maybe should have in the future. And it's important to kind of recognise these things, explore them, experiment them, and then sometimes park them and sometimes think actually this is part of what I want. So let's cut to Dave. I had a quick chat with him on the 10th green last week, and let's have an interesting thought about his swing thought ideas at this current moment.
Yes, we're talking swing thoughts today, and I know you've had a practice this week and you've got some interesting swing thoughts. So talk us through what happened, how you found out about them, and how it's helped you like this morning.
Okie dokie. So what happened is I was playing awfully again, and I was actually duffing chips.
Yeah.
So I went back to the practice green, and just to work out kind of what was happening. And as you know, I haven't played golf for many years, so started to feel that actually when I was chipping, that I was chipping more with my chest kind of controlling the shot.
The rotation,
and so there was less hands and arms. That was all good. I went to the practice ground, and then again with my shots as I was playing, I didn't really feel like I was ever kind of starting the downswing properly.
Yes, the transition.
All a bit rough again. So an old swing thought, which was probably 20 years
A few years ago,
was that actually I wanted to take it away as well, nice and steady, nice and slow. So we always used to sort of say slow and low on the way back. And so I'm trying to do that again and give myself time to get it to the right position. That went well, and then that triggered another swing thought, again old school swing thought, which was from the top of my backswing. I used to kind of have a feeling of kind of almost, they used to call it pulling the chain. So initiate the downswing by pulling down, and actually from that point then driving down into my left heel. And what that is doing is effectively, I feel it's getting me on a better swing plane, and it's almost that kind of sequence now is almost feeling that I'm, rather than getting to the top and suddenly open my body, I've got to hit it and get it into that position. It's now much more that I can start the sequence, get to the stop, just pull ever so slightly, and then from there
you find that sequence. Do you feel like giving you more time to hit the ball?
Yeah, loads more.
Yeah. Good. Right, come on, let's see it.
All right.
Nice. There you go.
So there we go, really interesting conversation there with Dave about swing thoughts and how they are so personal. If I was telling somebody who was an out-to-in swinger to pull down on the club handle at the start of their downswing, that would be the most disastrous thing you could do to them. They're going to get more outside, they're going to get more across the golf ball, and they're going to potentially hit worse golf shots. But for someone like Dave, who is a little bit from the inside, is a bit of an old school, flip it on the inside and then bring it back with the club face and wrists at the end later on in the golf swing, that thought and that feeling of pulling that chain, as he described it, will work for him. And this is where you've got to be so careful with swing thoughts and swing ideas. You've got to know why you want to do them and if they're going to work for you. So in my opinion, that means testing, trying out, experimenting, and if it works, by all means give it a go. But know why the swing thought is being implemented, and if you don't think that it's something you need to do, please just ignore it, walk past it and go to the next thought. So guys, really exciting time down here on PGA Live 365. We've obviously got the Spain trip coming up, which Adam and I are super excited about. There'll be loads more on that to come. If you do want one of the last few remaining spaces, we've had a brilliant uptake so far. Thank you very much to everyone who's already got their ticket, got their deposit paid. Thank you very, very much for all of that. If you do want one of those last spaces, make sure you hit that comment section up below or send us an email to PGA Live. And we will get you one of those last remaining spaces. So all that's left to say is please continue to have a go at swing thoughts. It's definitely a way to prepare yourself and to get yourself ready to hit your golf shots and to play better golf. But if the thought isn't related to what you need to improve on, then please ignore it. All that's left to say for me is, my name's Simon. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Project Left. If you could do the YouTube stuff, that would be amazing. There'll be a like button, that'll be down there, hit that. That'll tell YouTube this is a video that's worth watching and that our content is also worth watching. There'll be one of those down the bottom, that's the subscribe button. Hit that up and then you'll get all of our content as soon as you release it. We are trying this new schedule out. Sometimes the days may flip around, but we're definitely going to try and get a video to you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single week. And we hope to see you down here on the channel very, very soon. Bye bye.
A little bit fat.